Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on today's topic, as you guys can see by the title, we're going to be talking about being aware of narcissist men with female energy. So I believe this video is way overdue. I always kind of touch down bits and pieces of it. You can check out my other video, which I'm going to leave the link down below, which is Narcissist, and just how, they're attracted to the same sex. And that video kind of goes along with this video, sort of, because not all narcissist men who have female women energy, a femininity about them, not all of them are necessarily gay, not necessarily gay. Those people can have different type of fetishes. They might like little boys, they might like little girls. You really don't know when it comes to these narcissists. So one big thing that I want everyone, to understand is that I am very aware about, women narcissists, which are definitely evil. I mean, most of us women, it's in our nature to be nourishing, to be loving, to have this, feminine, just femininity about us. And these narcissist women, they can carry themselves, as if they have this charm about them. But man, can these women truly be evil? I mean, everything is an act. Everything is about keeping an image. And these women definitely do not have any type of morals or anything like that. They don't care about the energy they're inviting into their bodies. And they keep going through the same cycle over and over again as well. Sometimes these women end up finding narcissistic men. Sometimes they don't, and sometimes they make these people truly miserable when they do meet someone who is decent. And the reason I believe that these narcissistic women are able to just take full control out of the situation or out of these men is because some of these men are in a vulnerable situation or position, or they're going through a midlife crisis, or they're getting older. It's many different situations with female narcissists, gold diggers and things like that. But right now, today, we're going to talk about narcissist men, because I am a woman. I know what it's like to be a woman. And I'm here to support and, to be there for all the women on here, on my channel, who have dealt with narcissists, who narcissists have taken everything and everything away from them, including their lights, including their smile, who women who have gave everything to these narcissists to try to win them over, thinking we were going to win them over, even having children by them, and none of these things being enough. And trust me, after giving birth and losing my daughter, I can definitely say that I understand now more than ever. I always knew, women go through stuff, we get our periods, Mother Nature, calls for us. I always knew these things, but it was until that moment of giving birth that I realized, wow, it was like breaking into a whole nother dimension. And, this female energy that we have is so powerful. This is what keeps the world going around. Without us, there are no men. And with men, without us, there won't be a you. There won't be any reproduction. It's that woman energy that keeps a balance. And right now, there is an imbalance in our society. And there's a greater imbalance in the female energy. Our female energy is in places where it shouldn't even be. And that's why right now there's so much destruction going on. We have masculine energy, you guys, and we have feminine energy. If in your past life, if you believe you've been here before, maybe you were a woman and now you're a man, you know? I'm no one to say these things, but what I do know is that energy is so real. Energy does not lie. And in this lifetime, we must accept what type of energy we were brought into. We must accept that. And it's because of our own sinful nature that we decline who we truly are inside, and we are very forgetful of our past and our spiritual past, if anything. And the thing about narcissist men is that they see the greatness in you. They see all those qualities that you possess. And sometimes even they see it even in their own mothers. And sometimes they don't respect their own mothers, maybe because they had an abusive father, or maybe because their mother was abused, and because of her abusive past, she became abusive. And a lot of times those men cling on to their mothers, but at the same time do not respect their mothers. They hate their mothers. They feel as if this mother of mine, man, she has so much of this feminine energy. She has so much of this energy, and she can get anything she wants. Anything that she wants is going to be given to her because she's a woman. They start to literally despise their mothers, and they believe, oh, if I was a woman, I can get anything I want. So you have to be careful. Us women, we have to be careful with these narcissists, because these narcissists only want supply. So you have to think about a narcissist and how their mind is wired. Most narcissists, they believe if they were women, they can get anything they want. So a lot of times, you'll have friends who claim that they're not gay, who claim that they don't like the same sex, who claim all these things, yet they're hanging around a group of women. They're being very messy. They're doing things, but you've never seen them in a relationship with either a woman or a man. You've never even seen them hook up with anyone. I know that you guys know someone like that, who you've never seen them in a relationship with man or woman. They're confused. They're in a confusion. You might even ask them if they're straight or gay or bi, and they'll tell you, I'm straight. And something in you tells you something's wrong with this person, but because you're a woman, and most of us that have empathy who are women, we don't, a lot of times we don't tend to judge. Just like we didn't judge the narcissist that has came into our life, a lot of times we don't judge these type of men. We don't judge them, and we welcome them into our life sometimes, and we're even friends with them. But the thing about it is that a lot of these type of men know that society or maybe their family won't accept them. So what they do is that they become womanizers because that's what they were taught. So if this narcissist man has brothers, if this narcissist man has a dad who was a womanizer, a player, a pimp, whatever you want to call it, if they were surrounded by friends who were womanizers, or people who were older than them doing certain things around them that were, that was sexual, a lot of times those sexual acts will stick onto these narcissists. So if they were molested, or if they saw something during their childhood, a lot of times these things affect them, but they will never admit it, you guys. They will never admit it. So I want to give you guys a couple of ways to kind of pay attention to see if the person that you're dealing with, the person that you're talking to, or people who you have came across have showed you these characteristics. Because if they have showed you these characteristics, these are things that it is very important for you to analyze. So one of the behaviors you're going to see with these narcissist men is the way they dress. If they like to wear a lot of girly things, purses, I know that right now there's like this trend going on with celebrities and how the masses are trying to brainwash the children. Pay very close attention to the change in how these people dress. This narcissist, is always changing their style. There's nothing wrong with being an individual, but if you can tell that everything they're doing is to impress others and not just, coming out of a place where they're being themselves, pay very close attention to that. Flowers on their blouses, and you might even tell them, that's kind of girly, and they'll tell you, this rapper did it, this music artist did it. Oh, you think he's weird just because he's doing this? Oh, he's not weird. You're the weird one. Oh, you think that he's brainwashing me? I'm not being brainwashed. You're the one that's brainwashed. So they will literally gaslight you and turn it back around on you. Pay very close attention to the way they talk. If they talk bad about others, if they're worried about what other men are saying about them, if they're worried about what others are talking about them. So if you have a man that is very, talkative about others, always has to respond to what someone says, easily offended, they talk, almost as a woman. They say things as if, my woman has to take care of me. Women always take care of me. Every woman I've been with has taken care of me. My last girlfriend bought me a car. Well, everyone takes care of me, and if no one wants to take care of me, my mom will take care of me. That's literally the feminine energy that they're giving you when they talk. So another thing you'll notice is that they really do keep up with fashion, women's fashion especially. They might, look at men's fashion, little things like maybe a backpack, a purse, a man purse. But for the most part, a lot of times they're looking at women's stuff. A lot of times they can tell you what you're wearing. Maybe like sandals, they can easily come up to you and tell you, oh, I know these sandals. These are Givenchy sandals. I've seen these before. And the typical man won't be able to notice, something like that. But a narcissist will, because they're materialistic and they're gold diggers. And they're almost like women. They wish they were women, you guys. I'm not lying to you. So another one that you will notice is that their brown nose is meaning that they kiss ass. They're up your ass. They're always, when it comes to kissing ass, not only are they kissing your ass, but if you are surrounded by masculine energy, they're literally kissing all of those men's asses. So they're up everyone's ass. Even if they're not getting anything sexual out of them, just simply hanging out with them, watching movies, spending all of their time with them, driving around in the driver's seat. You remember that song? It just popped up in my head. I don't want no scrub.
The guy is gonna get him no love from me. Sitting in the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Okay, so that song literally just came to my head when I said that, and that's exactly what they do. They're the kind of guys that if their friends have more than them, they're riding around in the driver's seat, everything just to kiss ass. They're very critical of you, everything very critical of you. As women, we're not perfect, especially, we might be bloating one day and then You're like, oh, I'm not even on my menstrual. And then the next day you get your menstrual. So a narcissist can't understand that, and they will pick at you for little things like that. Or if you start gaining weight, they'll grab your stomach or something and, make a joke out of it. And they'll do little things to make you feel less of yourself as a woman. They have no empathy. Another thing that you will notice about these narcissist men with feminine energy is that they play around when it comes to gay jokes. So if you're around a narcissist who is constantly saying, oh, I think that guy was looking at me. Say that you and the narcissist go out to dinner, and the waiter comes out, and the waiter's a guy, right? Just give you an example. And the waiter goes, oh, look, we have this new dessert. Don't tell anyone, but I'm going to give you guys this dessert on the house. I'm going to give you guys this dessert on the house. And you're thinking to yourself, like, wow, I have a cool waiter. Like, he's hooking us up with some, like, free dessert. The narcissist will turn that situation and literally say something like, oh, I think he's gay. I think our waiter is gay. I think he likes me. I think, you seen the way he was looking at me? They always think that everybody wants them. They always think that someone's looking at them. And to be honest, I really believe the waiter was looking at me. But I was actually in shock in my brain when the narcissist believed that this waiter was actually flirting with them. So maybe he was, maybe he wasn't, but I did not see that connection. I didn't see not one time our waiter make any type of eye contact, any type of secret look. But that's the kind of things that they will do. They will definitely always think that the men around are paying attention to them. Another thing that you will notice with narcissist men that have feminine energy is that if they do have mommy issues or issues within their family, you might be sexual with them and they might even call you mom. I'm not kidding you. They might call you mom, mother, mommy. These men, you guys, are very dangerous. If you come across a man who is calling you mother, be very aware and run for your life. We really are living in a whole nother world full of weirdos. So be very careful with that, you guys. Be careful with guys who call you mom, who have really bad history. Female energy is, it's nurturing. So when you come across women who aren't nurturing and, it's a big problem. That son and mother relationship is very serious. It's a love and hate relationship. So a lot of these men, these narcissist men with this feminine energy, they believe that every man wants them. They believe that every guy is kind of secretly gay for them or wants to be their best friend. A lot of times when they go to sleep, they want to be held. They want to be held almost as if they're the woman. They want to be, if they have sisters, they like to sit around and gossip with them. They become almost just like their sisters, actually. So if they have sisters and they have those narcissistic characteristics, make sure you pay very close attention to that. They definitely do not have any empathy towards women's bodies, towards birth, menstrual, especially if you're pregnant. Those are the times where they will really treat you bad. Those are the times where the abuse can even actually go from psychological to physical, and that's scary. It's like they have this hate for you. Like, how dare you get pregnant? How dare you do this? How dare you produce? You weren't supposed to produce. I'm only here to have fun, you know? I'm only here to have fun with whoever I want, whenever I want, and I don't deserve to have any type of responsibilities. You know, that's literally their energy. And a lot of it is also disappointment in themselves, because when they have kids and they have kids from woman to woman, they also, in those moments, they literally have to stop and actually think of all the stuff they have done over the years. And then in that moment, they realize that they're bringing another person into the world, and they realize, damn, here I am bringing another person into this world, knowing I'm not going to be able to give them the kind of love that they want. While they're looking at this child, they're thinking to themselves, you know, why are you here? I wish you weren't here. I wish I never had you. You know, they'll even tell you certain things. They'll tell you things like, oh, I love my kids and everything, but I just wish I didn't have any kids. So they'll say things like that, you guys. So pay attention to that. They have no empathy towards women and what women go through. They have no respect for the female energy. They want you to respect them. They want you to support them. Most of these feminine narcissists who are portraying to be masculine need your energy to keep going. They need the female energy, but they hate it so much. And now there's an imbalance in our society that is literally going to be destructive to everyone as a whole, because this is the destruction of the female energy has been going on for centuries. Women have been oppressed, and now we're living in times where a lot of these narcissist men literally want to walk in our shoes. They want to be us. They want to dress like us. They're tired of doing all these things in the closet behind our back. They're ready to show us who they've always been. So this video, you guys, it wasn't to judge anyone. It was to make you guys aware of the energy shift and make you guys aware of the energy, the feminine energy that these narcissists want. And not only that, but they want women to have masculine energy. They want you to have masculine energy. This is why when you cry, they call you weak. This is why when you show emotion, they hate you more. They want you to take charge and literally have the masculine energy. And then once some of those women actually become masculine, because they get told, you know, I'm tired of you and this feminine crybaby energy. So these women, some of them actually become, you know, have this very masculine energy about them. And guess what happens when they switch roles? Because the narcissist wants the feminine energy, and then they want you to have the masculine energy. But when you end up having the masculine energy, what happens? They hit you, they yell at you, they'll tell you to not have masculine energy. You know, they tell you if you didn't have this masculine energy, they wouldn't treat you like this, but they're pushing you towards that energy, and they're taking your energy. Remember, there's an energy shift. They take our energy. They take our light. Our light is feminine energy. It's not masculine, you guys. So it's very important for us to remember that. The narcissist is full of female energy. And when they move on to the next person that they're with, and they're moving on to the next person, they're bringing that female energy around those women. And this is why their relationships will never work out, because they will never be alpha males. They will always be narcissists who want to steal energy from you, energy vampires. So I hope this message helps you guys, and I hope that you guys can be very, very careful with who you're sleeping with, because a lot of times the people you're sleeping with can not only curse you, but bring bad energy into your life. And once that bad energy comes in, you'll start having sleep paralysis, you'll start having nightmares, panic attacks, PTSD, paranoia. You'll even get to a point where, you'll suffer from hair loss, or you'll get all of these unexplained cysts and unexplained diseases. These people are literally cursing you. They're taking your energy, and the energy that they're taking is feminine energy. You are the flower of life. You produce life. You are that flower in this world, and you deserve to be nourished and protected. So, no, not all men are like this, but narcissist men are parasites. They are the bugs in the soil trying to dry and take over that flower and leave nothing but weeds there. That's literally their job here. And what happens when a whole bunch of parasites take over a big crop full of flowers? What happens? You have to start all over. The energy is shifting right now to the point where we're going to have to start all over. So make sure that your energy is clean. Make sure that you understand this, and protect yourselves, you guys. Protect yourselves. We're living in days where you don't ever really know who you're dealing with. Sometimes it takes years to get to know someone, and it takes seconds to break that friendship. So always remember that. So I'm sending you guys nothing but love and peace and good vibes and good energy. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.